Yeah, what episode is this?
I don't need my seatbelt. This is
season 2. Might be episode 3.
Season 2.
Right. All right. So welcome back to Thespian Thoughts.
Is it episode 3? Wait, what have we done? Did we do Nick? Yeah, we did Nick Cage, and then we did Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Anyways, listen. Let's start with the food review.
Okay.
Okay. So
Jollibee chicken.
So I've been walking by the Jollibee sign which said spicy chicken sandwich for like 3 years now. I swear to God, and I didn't go in. I don't know why. It had to be right. And the chicken looked amazing. There's like flames everywhere.
Ooh.
Crispy.
On the picture.
Yeah. It looked great.
Yeah.
So the other day,
there's one thing I've learned in life. It's like always trust the picture.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. And then I told my wife, I think today's the day, and she knew exactly what I was talking about. She's like, Jollibee. She turned the car around. She's like, let's go. She's fired up, dude. Anyway.
She was driving.
This time, yes.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay.
I've been drinking a little bit.
I've been drinking a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Daddy likes to get into it a little bit sometimes.
Oh, Daddy. Are we allowed to say that here?
I think you can.
Yay! Right. Teasing Dad.
Yeah. She arrives March 4th.
She arrived?
That's what I said?
It sounded like arrived.
Okay.
So she's here.
She's here. It's been good.
She's here. You can't do that chant. No. She's here. She's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, I got Jollibee. Okay. I get in there, bro. Entire staff, Filipino. That's it.
They're just the nicest people I've
They're super nice.
Just the nicest.
Dude, funny thing, I go in there and she's like, "Okay, what do you want on the burger?" Which is not normal. Don't they just give you whatever? Like at McDonald's, they don't ask you. They just say, "Here, there's your Big Mac." Anyways, she's like, "What do you want? Do you want lettuce, tomatoes?" I was like, "No lettuce, only tomatoes." Dude, she lost her mind.
She wasn't.
She said, no. She was like, "No one ever gets like no lettuce. Everyone gets lettuce, no tomatoes." She runs back. She's like, Philip, no tomatoes. He's like, "What?" He runs at this big fat guy. Runs out. He's like, "What?" They were fired up, dude.
Really?
With I swear to God, with a Filipino accent though. Can you do it? You think?
I don't. No, I can't. I know it well, but I can't. Can't do it. I don't even want to try because it'll just end up being Scottish.
Yeah. She told everybody, but Philip was pumped. Philip like came around the corner.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Hey man.
Anyway, the burger was not hot at all. It was like low level spicy.
Hold on a sec. When you started this off, I thought this was like the be all end all burger. You're about to like drop some hot, like a hot one on us.
But you know what? The chicken breast.
Yeah.
Was real chicken. Real chicken breast. I was impressed by that.
Because Philip was like, yeah, man, that's real chicken.
I feel like most places you go that's fast food is not real chicken.
So was it?
It was a real nice thick piece of chicken breast. Like,
damn.
Yeah, it was good.
Damn, a nice thick piece.
What about you? What about when you tried it? So Case didn't try the food, but he's gonna imagine how it would taste if he had tried it.
Man, I'll tell you what. Like It was like going on a first date and having that first kiss, right?
When did this happen?
I thought we already agreed that this is just okay. So listen,
you're gonna believe it.
I've got a pretty big history with Jollibee. I've never had the sandwich, but I had a roommate at one point that would bring home chicken. I won't get into the roommate too much.
Filipino
guy. Very temporary roommate. Maybe I should get into this because it's a wild one.
Did you get into the roommate?
Roommate was gay.
Okay.
Roommate was gay. I didn't figure that out till about 2 weeks maybe before I moved out. And
Filipino.
Filipino guy. And
is this the guy you did Muay Thai with?
No. Anyway, let's not get into it.
Let's hear it. This is interesting.
No, it was a nice guy. He was a manager at Jollibee, bringing home all the time.
Did he bring you food?
All the time. I'd eat fried chicken all the time. Fried chicken is my favorite food.
Okay.
And
I like fried
I've been to the
chicken
Philippines a couple times. Oh yeah. One of the 2 times I had, just for like work stuff. But
hey, can I drop that in there? I met my wife in the Philippines.
Oh shoot!
Okay, go ahead.
Sail, baby boy.
Go ahead.
And I did have the spaghetti. Spaghetti left a little bit to be desired, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a wild concept to have a chicken. Fried chicken and spaghetti.
Yeah.
But
and Philip
and Philip.
So what did
Anyway,
you think about the spicy chicken sandwich?
Never had the sandwich, but I'll tell you, I just.
With picture looks good.
He would always bring gravy home, and to me, putting gravy on fried chicken was so foreign at the time.
No, you don't do that.
Man, no, you do that.
Oh yeah?
Oh, shh.
Okay.
So good.
Okay.
So good.
Wow.
Fried chicken is, so when we talk about deserted islands and like, if you could only have one food at a desert, you went to a deserted island for a year, you could only eat one thing. Fried chicken.
Okay.
Fried chicken. You know what though? I think the safe answer to that, somebody said once, was sandwiches. Which makes a ton of sense, right? It's got all your food groups.
Yeah.
And has anybody ever gotten tired of eating a sandwich?
It'd be pretty nice to have a fried chicken though. Like a bucket of fried chicken. Woo! That'd be nice.
Korean fried chicken?
Oh, that was good, dude.
Oh,
That was good.
That
was very Thespian of us.
That was.
Very
That's what it. I think that's where it all kicked off for us.
Yeah, it
We had
did.
a meeting of a mind. We're like, hey, man, let's start a company. Like, I'm talking multinational. I want it to go just
Global.
and it is.
Now we're here.
Now we're here,
Sitting in the parking lot.
drinking fine European style coffee.
Yeah. Case when again,
That's right.
against my wishes, I told him not to.
We would like to thank our sponsor, Certificat.
It's a high-end Danish, French coffee chain.
Right.
That I don't know.
Right.
Case
Has
tells me
Hungarian
it's not
roots.
too expensive, but I bet it's like $6-7 a cup.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like not too expensive for me, being a part owner of a giant, a mega company.
Multinational
Yeah, like I mean,
telecom.
stocks, bonds, futures. Like we're gonna have to, do it, sell it all right now, kind of stuff. Like that's a typical day in our life. You know what's funny is that is the truth. As much as we are maybe bending it a bit, a typical day in our lives. Do you remember when I first moved to Toronto and we get on the phone and all for like 4 minutes it'd just be like, sorry, listen, I'm kind of busy. Stocks, bonds, futures, stocks.
Yeah, let's get into the
Jones.
movie, bro.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
just trying
anymore.
I'm trying to give the viewer a bit of an
a
insight
scoop into our lives.
to you and I. I think
Okay. So this episode, we did a sick movie, man. I forgot how good it was.
Yeah.
And all the actors and actresses, when they're young, look freaking great.
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood, 1991.
Yeah.
Dude, Ice Cube,
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Dude,
You know who I noticed? The very first person I noticed.
What, the fine lady from Will Smith? What's
Who?
his show? She was in the Fresh Prince. Remember, it was Will's girlfriend. What's her name?
Oh, Nia Long.
Man,
Dude, no,
do you
before he-
research these names, or you just
Dude, I
knew it?
know those names. Dude, before Nia Long though, the first woman on screen, Angela Bassett.
Oh,
Dude, she's looking
she
fine.
was
Are you
fine.
kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
Damn. And then when I saw her again in Black Panther, she looks good. Regal.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Angela Bassett's looking good, dude.
Yeah.
That's Trey's mom.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, Trey's mom.
Nice.
Okay.
I gotta do better with names.
That's okay.
Even when you said Lawrence Fishburne, I was like, oh yeah, okay. I watched the whole movie. I was like, I know this
Who's
guy.
that?
You think having a podcast about a movie, you do a little bit of research into like, okay, I got to go into this knowing at least.
Like,
John Singleton is the director. I did look that up.
I don't know who that is.
He's the director.
You didn't know who Lawrence Fishburne was?
No, I mean, I like now that you say his name, I was like, that's who that guy is. So anyway,
So the movie starts off. It's pretty much a life. Feels like it's based on your life, but
I was gonna say a couple words here. Portrait of my life.
Okay.
Really, other than the killing at the end, like I'm sitting there, I'm just watching it's like I close my eyes and I
Relive your life in London, Ontario.
felt like I was dying. You know when they say like, oh, right before you die, like you have these flashbacks? That's what I had to pinch myself a few
Boys
times.
in the Hood.
Boys in the
You
Hood.
can relate, eh?
Man, when the dad in the living room was like, whoa, son, like, tell me something. Did you get any of that oopsie?
Oh wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves, all right?
Well,
we'll get into that.
That jumped out at me. I was like,
Okay.
I vividly remember that conversation with my dad.
Really?
When he just was like, "Oh, what's up? What's up, son?" I was like, "Hey, Dad." He's like,
Wait, what grade is this?
Hey, did you get all sauced up with that oopsie? I was like, Dad. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's how you talk to your dad.
Give or take. I mean, it's little tiny guy. Like, yeah, that's how we do it.
All right. So the movie's pretty much about young kids becoming men growing up in the hood in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Crenshaw, that type of area.
Crenshaw, yeah.
And it's tough,
Oh, it's tough.
right?
Yeah, it's tough.
A lot of them are involved in gang violence.
It's tough, man. It's a tough life. It's a really tough life. It's tough to get out of that. Even today, I think. I mean, I haven't been there, but I can just imagine that, when your whole family's kind of walking a certain path, it's tough to veer off of that.
Yeah. All right, so how does the movie start? Do you remember how the movie starts?
Um,
Oh yeah, Trey as a young man is like getting into lots of fights. And his mom, Angela Bassett, is like, you know what? This is it.
Oh, it's cool. That's cool.
That's
No,
good.
I think he was intellectually, he was on maybe a different level than some of the other kids. No, I don't. He was being a bit of a smart aleck in school.
Yeah, he's just getting into trouble, right?
Yeah,
and his mom is like, listen, dude, you're getting older. I raised you, but I need you to learn how to be a man. And that's where your father comes in.
Right.
So she brings him over to, dude, Furious Styles? The father? What a sick name, Furious Styles.
Trey Styles, Fury Styles?
Yeah, very nice.
Man.
So she brings him over to Furious, who lives in like a, kind of a ghetto area. But the guy's got a good head on his shoulders, ex-Vietnam vet. And she drops him off. That's Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
And he takes over. And right away, he's like, Trey, see this yard? Pick up the leaves, buddy.
I feel like I now that having watched that movie, I gotta say I've watched that movie in the past, like a couple times before, but yeah, that's how I'm just gonna mirror like what they were doing, what the dad was doing, what Furious was doing on screen with my kids.
Oh yeah,
Everything.
everything. Even
I want them to have that same experience when they're like, man, they'll watch the movie when they're like 20 and they'll be like, this was my dad. Hey, funny thing. So I had this idea where I wanna, when they sit my boy down, and I wanna Denim. What do you mean?
Oh, when you sit, I thought
I want to sit him down.
Oh yeah.
My son and say, hey, listen, honey. And then I want to recite. There's a part in The Godfather where he's sitting down with when Michael's sitting down with Al Pacino, sitting down with Marlon Brando, his dad, and his dad goes into this like 2-3 minute like speech. What do you call it? Not a monologue. That's by yourself, right?
I don't know. Just go ahead.
Anyways, he starts talking about how the next guy who
goes in to kill him or try to come after him.
Yeah, the guy who comes in and tries to make peace or arrange the meeting, that's the guy who betrayed you. And
Barzini.
Barzini. And I want to sit down and like recite that entire thing to my boy, and then he'll listen to me and be like, what the freak? And then when he's like 16, 17, 18 and he sits down and watches The Godfather with his pals, he'll be like, hold on a sec. I'm pretty sure my dad recited that in all seriousness.
If you switch the name with like his buddy Nick, and he's like, Nick, but Dad, Nick's my friend. We just play on the swings and stuff. No, Nick's coming after you. You gotta make a first move. He takes out Nick on the playground.
My boy watches Godfather from jail. Be like, you gotta be kidding me right now.
Dad, you screwed me. Be like, no, I made you no man. Oh yeah, so then Trey is like right there with all his boys, Doughboy, who grows up to be Ice Cube. And who else is there? Ricky Baker, who's a football player, loves football.
Doughboy's brother. Yeah.
And then there's like Dookie or something. There's a bunch of other
couple guys.
characters.
Chris in the wheelchair. Chris has legs. at work and when he's a kid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But then when they flash forward, which they do.
Assuming like, he probably got in an accident, like probably like workplace accident.
Yeah.
You know, unionized work.
I thought he twisted his ankle or something. And then it was like a long period of time went by. And I'm like, oh, he
probably got shot.
Yeah, he probably can't use his leg.
Yeah. Remember they're walking around, the kids are walking around like the rail tracks, and one of the kids is like, hey, you want to see a dead body?
And they go see the...
Oh, that's kind of crazy, eh?
Yeah.
And then some of these, like, I don't know, hoodlum gang kids that are older come up to them, get their football, kind of mean to them.
Yeah.
Then they walk away. Like, get the football back. That's all right. It wasn't that too bad. It just kind of shows you just the kind of shit they run into on a daily basis.
Yeah. You do nothing and you get something.
And then fast forward.
Yeah.
What age do you think these guys are at? Like when they're showing us, is 16, 17? Because they're still in high school, right?
Yeah.
They're probably 17-ish.
17 years old, yeah.
I feel like they're like seniors or close to being seniors, like 17-ish, I would say. Fast forward, Trey, who's played by Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yes.
Remember that? Dude, looking young, dog.
Looking young. I thought for a minute there, I was like, Cuba getting seniors in this? And then I realized, I was like, wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. That's Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah.
Have you seen Cuba Gooding Sr. ever?
Have you seen Cuba Gooding Sr.?
No, never.
All right, well.
Okay. So Trey shows up to a barbecue being held at Doughboy and Ricky Baker's house.
Oh, because Doughboy got out of jail. So they're
Doughboy
celebrating, celebrating Doughboy being out of jail.
Doughboy is Ice Cube. Ricky Baker is Maurice Chestnut, dude.
What?
You know Maurice Chestnut? Black actor?
Well,
he's a basketball player. Dude, all these guys looking young. Crazy.
Maurice Chestnut, man, you pulled that out.
I know that name too. I know that. Dude, I used to watch BET all the time. Tag. Anyways, so they're having a barbecue. All the honeys in the neighborhood are there. All the brothers in the neighborhood are there.
Yeah. Everybody showed up.
How funny is that part where the barbecue's ready? The mom's like, barbecue's ready, and all the guys jump in line first, and the girls are in the back. Yeah. And what does Ice Cube say?
Was it Ice Cube or no? It was
Ice Cube.
It was Cuba. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character was like, hey, let the ladies through.
No, after that, the ladies are like something, and Ice Cube's like, oh.
You know, let these hoes through. He's like, we ain't no hoes. Like, okay, bitch.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. And then And then later on, he says it again. Like, why do you call me a bitch? He's like,
he's so hard in that.
You're a bitch because it's what you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I think it's his girlfriend at the time when he says that. But
is it? I don't know.
Well,
who
that girl's like. Yeah. Who's also an actress.
Oh yeah, what's her name, dude? Oh, I know that name.
And if you pull this out, whew.
Is it? It might be Regina King. Is it?
That sounds like a name I've heard before.
Dude, Google it on your phone.
Okay.
Is it Regina King? I think that's Regina King.
Okay.
If I remember that, dude, that's nuts. I don't remember any names.
Regina King.
And then we see Trey and Nia Long getting along, right? Their boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
That is her. Oh, my God.
This is the man.
Show them.
Why am I showing them? I mean, they could see for themselves.
Okay, my bad. What happens after the barbecue? You can see that Trey and Nia Long are having some trouble, right? Because Nia Long, we found out later, is like a real strict Catholic. She doesn't want to have sex before marriage.
Right.
And Trey is just...
I don't think she's Catholic.
And she is, dude. That's what she says. She says it goes against her morals. She says that.
Though?
Yeah, she's Catholic, dog.
Oh, I don't...
Anyways, Trey's like, nah, dude, I'm like...
She's Christian. I know that.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever.
Trey is just horned up, and he wants to get laid.
Yeah.
So it's hard for him to understand what Nia Long is saying. I don't know what happens after the barbecue.
So that's when we see the relationship now with his dad and how proud you can see how proud his dad is. So he goes home, and his dad. That's when his dad's like, "Let's tell me what, son."
Oh yeah.
He's giving his son a haircut. So him giving his son a haircut, you see just how proud he is of his son. And
you know what? Like Lawrence or Furious Styles is always hard on his son, like really hard, because he doesn't want him to turn out like the rest of the kids in the area.
But you really get that feeling of it's like
when he's cutting his hair, it's kind of like, oh, you're like, dude, this guy loves this kid so much. Like it's hard to be hard on your kid.
Yeah, and then he also kind of reciprocates that Kuba's character. What's his name again?
Trey.
Trey
Styles.
Trey loves his dad. Trey's dad loves him.
Yeah.
Trey loves his dad. And that's when his dad's like, now tell me one thing, son. Did you get that use?
What's use?
Like that use.
What is it?
Did you get that use?
What's this mean?
Hey, but did you get into that use?
What does that mean?
You know what that means.
Okay, can you do Furious Styles, like the accent and the whole demeanor? Like, I want to know. I want to feel like I'm sitting here with Furious.
Furious Styles is very like Furious Styles is
It's a
so
very
it's like my
serious
dad.
man.
It's my dad.
Very serious man.
Yeah, but I don't think there's no like voice. Furious sounds like you and I think.
Okay.
But then he's just like, tell me one thing, son.
He's a hard man. He's a military man.
Yeah, he's a military man. Tell me one thing, son. But did you just get into that?
That's not how he talks.
Hey, tell me what. Did you get that?
Okay. Anyways, then Trey tells a story about getting laid.
Yeah, which wasn't true.
Which wasn't true.
We find out later that it wasn't true. That he's like, I'm afraid. My dad's, I don't want to have a baby. And this is when he's talking to his pal.
The whole story sounded ridiculous. Like some girl drives up and she's like, I like your car.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, you want to drive it sometime?
You know how to drive stick? Like, I don't know. Can you teach me?
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous.
It was, but it was a made-up story.
Yeah. And then,
that's one thing we don't do on this podcast is make things up.
No.
Hey, like tooting our own horn here. Like, we are all about the
quiffs.
So
cold,
hard
facts. Everything we say, you can take it to the bank.
I have taken it to the bank.
And?
They look a bit funny at you at first, and then
cash you out.
They cash you out real. The security guard cashes you out real quick. Hey, so when he's telling that story about him having sex, fake sex, in it he's like, yeah, Dad, like these girls pulled up in their car, and man, Dad, I'm telling you, one got out and she was fine. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, we didn't make that up.
Of course we didn't make that up.
I know. But anyway, I was like, this is T and I.
You know what's funny? We're getting old, dude. Because some of the lingo that we use is from back in that day.
Yeah.
Pretty much the 90s, isn't it?
Yeah. You were born in the 90s.
I was born in 83, but by the time we're like older to use lingo, it's probably 90s, right?
Yeah, well, I
was 83.
I was late 90s. So, What?
Excuse me? You were born when?
Looking at my hair, man.
You were born when?
Stop looking at my bald spot, dog.
Dude, you got white hair in your beard, and you're saying you're born in the 90s.
That takes a long time. Like, I individually dye them.
How old are you?
Bad. I don't like...
No. You know what? Tell the viewers how old you are.
28, man. What? Where are we in this movie? 29. What do you want me to say? I don't know. Sometimes I lose track.
You think you're 29?
Man, I got the physique of a 29-year-old. You know what I mean? 41. I was born in the 80s.
Okay.
I'm older than you, man.
I know you are.
Well, then why do you have to make it such a
why
big
deal? Why you gotta
deal?
act all young all the time?
What?
Be your age, dog. You look fine.
You're right. You're right. Let's put on some Aretha Franklin and just... Anyway, okay.
And then Trey and Ricky Baker, the football player.
Yeah,
they're like best buds. They're definitely brothers.
Best buddy. They have a common goal. They want to get out of the hood.
Yeah.
Every other character we get to know has this. I think they've kind of let go of the idea of that.
Although Doughboy's he's kind of in and out of both worlds, because he went to jail and he said he read a lot of books and he said he doesn't want to go back, and he's trying to
but it's one thing to say that you don't want to go back.
He's still stuck in the ghetto life.
Yeah, it's one thing to say. I'm just saying that Trey and Ricky stick out.
Yeah.
Their characters are written in a way that you kind of get the feeling that neither of them wants to continue living.
Like Trey wants to get educated, Ricky wants to use a football scholarship to get out. Either way, they want to get out.
Yeah, football scholarship and then maybe even the army. So he's...
Oh, yeah.
Because Ricky didn't necessarily have the smarts, or at least didn't think he was smart enough to get the grades that were required to be able to accept the scholarship or be accepted for the scholarship that he was offered.
Yeah.
That he was offered.
So next, Trey and Ricky drive down to see Trey's dad, Furious Styles, who's I think a mortgage broker.
Yeah, he is.
Right?
Yeah.
And Furious takes him for a ride, takes him to a big billboard.
Yeah.
And it's like a development sign that says, we'll give you cash for your home.
Yeah.
And it seems like the idea is that the developers come in and buy homes and gentrify. And Furious doesn't like that.
No.
He's like, hey, we got to keep this area black-owned, black businesses, like keep strong.
That's right.
And a bunch of crowds around him.
Yeah.
And he seems like he's a respected guy in the community.
Yeah, I think so. Very, very strong black man.
Yeah. What happened after that?
Eh?
Oh yeah, so then Trey and Ricky are talking. Ricky's like, dude, my brother Doughboy needs to listen to this. Like, Doughboy is way too deep into this guy's life.
Yeah.
So then they go down some street in Crenshaw. Like, this is where everybody hangs out, brings their cars, drinking, ladies. It's like a good time. Like, everybody's out there at night. Cars are parked. So Ricky and Doughboy show up. Oh, sorry. Ricky and Trey show up. And Doughboy and his crew is there.
They're there, yeah.
So they all hang out. And this other crew comes by. They don't know each other.
Really? Complete honesty.
Oh, God.
I saw them pull up.
Oh, no.
I saw them pull up. And they, they dapped them up. They got out of the car, dapped people up. And then I was out for like 8
You fell asleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
I woke up though. I woke up and I was like, it was like 9:30. I was like, don't, come on, it's Friday.
I'll fill you in, okay?
Okay. But then anyway, I woke up.
Okay. And then this crew of people, like, I don't know, 6, 7 deep.
Right.
And they're wearing like mostly red stuff.
Oh.
I don't know if it's like a gang or something, but.
Well, I mean, Bloods versus the Crips, right?
Yeah, although it's never mentioned, maybe that is what it is. I don't know. But one of the guys who looks fucking cool, he's got a toucan, J curled out the back, kind of jacked, bumps into Ricky, the football player. Ricky's like, what the hell?
Remember the movie CV40? Chris Rock's in it. He's got the black toucan from the early 90s. I think we talked about this before. Anyway, same, you just described what, like, I think he had some gold teeth. CB40.
Who's CB40?
Yeah, it's an old movie. It's an old gangster film. Do you know what I mean?
It's called CB40?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe watch that next. Okay. So, man, there's some tension. And then Doba comes out and he's like, yo, what? Shows his gun, tells him to F off. They're like, there's tension there, dude. They don't like each other.
Right.
This crew walks off, and then 5 minutes later, you hear a gun going off, fully automatic. Brrr, brrr. This guy's just shooting in the air, the guy that bumped into Ricky. And everybody just runs away. Oof. And you have a feeling that this is not the last of it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm hanging on to every word you say right now.
Because you don't know what's going on. All right. This is the next day, and Trey and Ricky are supposed to go get something from the grocery store.
Cornmeal. Yeah, this is where
Hey, what's cornmeal?
Come back in. Cornmeal's like, it's powdered corn.
For what?
Meal.
For babies. No?
No, for cooking. You cook fish or you bread your...
Okay.
Fry stuff in it.
Okay. Yeah. So what happens then? Then they like head to the grocery store? Or not
wait, hold on. Because I think we missed one part that's interesting is that before that night happens that you just went over, they both write the SATs.
Oh yeah.
So we're led to believe that that Trey and that is Trey's girlfriend are going to college. Like they seem to have heads on their shoulders, very educated, and they're the smart ones of the bunch. They're going to college. Ricky has a USC guy come to the house and offer him a scholarship that says you need to score 700. Minimum is 700. That's the threshold.
Remember Doughboy's buddy? He's like, "Hey, yo, you want to give me a scholarship? I want to go to college."
Like, I used to play baseball, and they got 40 ounces in their hand. Yeah. So they write the SAT scores. We don't find out at this point what either of them scored, but the Ricky needed a 700 to be able to get into college, USC, which is a great school. And okay, so now as they're walking out, mailman comes, drops off a letter, and then the mom's like, Ricky, your test score's here. He's like, and they keep walking off.
Yeah.
And Trey and Ricky walk to the store. They go in the store, they get the cornmeal, they walk out, and as they're walking home, who do we see?
Oh yeah, the guys that they had the altercation with the prior night. They're like, those guys are driving around looking for them pretty much, right? In the red car.
Yeah.
And so Ricky and Trey like make a run for it. They go through their homes and they're in a back alley.
Yeah.
And then Ricky and Trey like, guys, okay, let's split up.
No. Ricky says to Trey.
Yeah, let's split up.
Ricky says to Trey, I think we should split up. Trey goes, no, man, I don't think that's a good idea. Ricky goes, yeah, I think it's a good idea. I was like, all right. They dap each other up, start walking away.
Yeah, the opposite ways.
The opposite way.
And then Ricky's on one end, and he's kind of like focused on his lottery ticket.
Yeah, he's scratching his ticket.
Trey turns around to look at Ricky. Car
wait,
pulls up.
Let's do it. Car pulls up. You see the gun.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna be Trey.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
It's pretty good.
That's really good. And then he's doing the run too. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Nice. And Ricky by shotgun. Once in the leg, once in the back.
Didn't stand a chance, man.
Didn't stand a chance. That was kind of sad, dude. That kind of got me a little bit.
Really sad. And then
Doughboy shows up in the car. They bring Ricky's body back to the mom's house, put him on the couch. Mom loses it.
Yeah.
Ricky's baby mama loses it. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Baby's crying.
It's sad. And Koopa's covered in blood. Trey's covered in blood.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to do. He's all...
And then Ricky's mom is blaming Doughboy because he's kind of like in the ghetto game, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, Doughboy didn't really have much to do with it. It's just the streets got him, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
That was very visceral. Is that the right word?
Yeah, it sounds like it's the right word, man. Just the way you said it. You could have said anything there. I would have.
That's tough. That was tough, dude. And
yeah. But and then Kuba's like goes home and he's all like jacked up. His dad's like, he's like, boy, what are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? He's covered in blood.
Yeah.
He goes and grabs a gun, and his dad's like, all right, big man, shoot me. Shoot me, big man.
Yeah.
Shoot. You want to be a big man? You want to end up like Doughboy, like Chris can't use his legs? Is that who you want to be? Shoot me. Shoot me, big man. This is my house. I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
You shoot me. And so he gives the gun to his dad. But still, I think maybe hops out the back door or the window and jumps into Doughboy's car because they're going looking. They're going hunting for the bad guys. They're going hunting.
Yeah. And then, partway through, Trey's like, you know what, Doughboy, let me out.
Yeah.
Gets out of the car, goes home. Made the right decision.
Right decision. Why?
Because he doesn't want to end up like the rest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And lo and behold, who they find? Snacking on some Jollibee.
Some Jollibee, yeah. Jollibee.
Jollibee. Yeah. Because the fellas who killed Doughboy's brother. And
and then Doughboy just goes off on him.
Hey, do your best gunshot. What's your best like? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's like a semi-automatic. Do a fully automatic shot. That's good. My. I got a silencer on mine.
Oh wow, very nice.
See, I just got away. You got shot.
Yeah, I got found out.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting arrested. Now I'm getting arrested.
Yeah. I'm still on the loose. But then they were like, oh no, he saved so many people.
Can I do a handgun with a silencer on?
What would you say before you shot someone? Like if this a revenge killing, what would you say?
Eat shit. I don't know.
Would you?
Goes around, comes around. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's really cool.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'd be like,
I'm back.
Like,
or say my name, bitch. Something like that. Call me daddy. Boom.
I feel like that's not so much of like that. That's out of like that's like some pure evil. If you're like say my name.
Hey, if you're getting some revenge, you're gonna be very upset and hateful.
I'd be like, not didn't make like we don't make choices again.
Didn't make the cut.
What happened? You probably should have slept in yesterday.
What?
Because yesterday, like that's when it was like you didn't. Whoa!
You made the wrong decision. Life decision. You made wrong life choices.
Yeah, you should have done that.
No, I think I would just be like, say my name, bitch. And as soon as he's about to say my name,
But what if you were like, say my name, bitch, and then he's like, say my name, say my name. So you're like, whoa, what?
I'm like, that's pretty
You
good.
just ruined my moment. But for me, they couldn't say anything because they'd be like, oh, because I'd be like, don't. What if you try to do something nice with somebody sometime, you wouldn't find yourself right now in this situation. Dick bag. Hey?
You're like,
Then they'd be like, ah. And I'd be like, God.
you should have made better choices. You should have finished high school and gone on. You like missing?
so automatic weapons are hard to get you.
Anyways, no, then you pretty much find out that Trey and his and Nia Long go off to college.
Man, hey,
Doughboy ends up dying.
You know what we didn't do today? We didn't give a shout out to all our black queens out there, my boy. Whoa,
Okay.
man.
All right.
This is one thing I love. Fine black women.
Do you have a black woman in your life?
Man, I love fine black woman. Hey?
You have a black woman in your life? You want to give her a shout out, or maybe just like?
She knows who she is.
Okay.
She knows who she is. She doesn't watch this, so I mean,
She doesn't watch this
no, she doesn't watch this
ever.
But she's fine.
Has she watched it once?
No, I doubt it. I sent it to her.
Damn.
But she's a fun. Maybe she has. No, she's watched maybe the first one.
But then she's like, "This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
These guys don't know what they're talking about."
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe for her, you know what we should do is we should do like a popular Nigerian movie that's like dubbed in English so we can understand it.
Yeah.
Maybe she'd like that. Like an
She
action,
she
like a very
probably
popular
would.
action movie from Nigeria.
Yeah, but it's probably best that we don't bring her into the fold with these.
Okay.
Because I do have to see her all the time.
Okay.
Anyway, so shout out to my fine African women.
Okay.
Bam. Doughboy dies.
Doughboy dies.
Hey, but Trey and his girl
Trey and Nia Long go to college.
Go to college together.
Yeah. That's it. That was a good movie, man.
It was a good. It was
Good soundtrack in the back. Pretty much all Ice Cube songs.
Yeah. I think was it all Ice Cube songs?
I think so. Mostly. Hey, dude, how much does
wasn't
Ice
all
Cube look
Ice
like
Cube
his son in that movie? Because he's so young.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Good movie, man. That was your idea.
What's that?
The movie.
What?
That movie was your idea.
No, it wasn't.
I just want to give a shout out to you.
I didn't.
Case Longo picked that movie. I think you fully redeemed yourself.
What do you mean? I picked it. What? I don't pick good movies. You know that.
That was a good one.
You know that.
That was a good one, dog. That was a good
All
one.
right. I'll
Good on you, dog.
You're welcome.
Should we go to Jollibee?
Right now?
I'm kidding. Anything
Yeah.
you want to tell the viewers? Hey, should we try out a new spot next time to eat? I know you're trying to watch your weight, and I'm watching you, and you're looking good.
I'm slimming up, man. I'm slimming up.
So, but I do want to. I think we should go somewhere and do a food review for next week
Yeah.
or next 2 weeks.
I feel like. What do you think of ramen? Oh, what about the Filipino grocery store that we sing karaoke at?
I thought that was Chinese.
No, it's Filipino.
I'd love to do that. Let's go.
Man, back-to-back Filipino food.
We're gonna have to
reviews?
record the karaoke session then.
Yeah, do it, man. Do it. I
And
love
can you pick any song?
any song.
Oh, you know what I'd like to sing with you
What's that?
is that song.
I
with-
don't know much, but I know I love you. That may be all I need to know.
Wow,
Little Ronstadt, Aaron. No,
very nice.
like duet action. Is that what you're gonna say?
I was gonna say Celine Dion and R. Kelly song.
Oh,
that's a good song,
shoot.
dude.
Angel. How does that song go?
I am your angel. But I can't remember how it goes.
Or we could both.
Usher and R. Kelly.
Oh, same chick?
Same girl?
Same girl.
That was
Oh,
a good
dang. Or we could do, you ever heard Back to Sleep? Usher, Chris Brown, and Zayn from from the boy band group. You do a remix of Usher's Back to Sleep. Oh my
Is that like recent? Is that?
I'ma touch you back to sleep, girl.
Ooh, I might listen to that later today.
Oh, you don't know that song?
No, I didn't know that Zayn did a song with Chris Brown and Usher.
Wait until you hear this. For those
Back
of
to Sleep?
you who have made it to the 39-minute mark of this
There might be
podcast,
one person, my wife. That's it.
you're welcome. You are welcome. Check that. One of the best songs ever. Great karaoke song. Back to Sleep.
Back to Sleep.
Usher remix.
Hey. Okay. Hey, let's end it off there then.
All right.
Thespian Thoughts.
Thespian
We're out.
Thoughts.
Woo!